morning. So today we're going to be talking about how to handle situations when a mom in clinic asks you a question but you don't know the answer to it. And it kind of depends on the situation, but here are a few things that worked for me. So if the midwife is there and you really don't know the answer, if the midwife's paying attention, you can literally just look at the midwife and keep looking at her until she answers the question. Most midwives will just get the hint and pick up the question for you. If you're brand new and the midwife, like, let's say she stepped out of the room or something to grab something, and the parent's asking you a question, you could always be like, oh, I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of new here working with this midwife. But let me ask her for you. And then when she gets back, then you can fill her in on the question and get an answer. And remember the answer for next time. That's important. If you don't think you're going to remember, just pull up a notes app and jot it down somewhere randomly. Because as long as you have it written down, you can always review it later and know it for next time. Another option is if you are asked something and your midwife's right there, but you kind of have an idea of what the answer is and you're pretty sure, you could always say, well, if I remember right, and then segue that into your answer. But when you say that, just make sure you share eye contact with your midwife or make sure she's paying attention, so that way she feels invited to correct you if needed or tweak things if needed. And let me think. I think there was another situation. If your midwife's not there, like let's say you're friends with the person and you see them outside of clinic and you're just hanging out and they just ask you questions because you're friends and they figure you're in this, you might know. If you don't know the answer and the midwife's not around, you can just ask her. You could always say, "Ooh, that's a good question. Let me look into that for you and get back to you." That way you're acknowledging that they have a question without seeming dumb, if that makes sense, because you're taking charge and taking responsibility of getting an answer for them, even though you don't have it right now. So those are a few scenarios. Let me know what works for you in the comments if you've come across this or have something different, or have any tweaks. So blessings to you on your midwifery journey.